Hey, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andy O.
And we're back to talk about UFC 327, our final thoughts, predictions, and face-offs for the prelims. Obviously, it's Yuri Prochaska versus Carlos Ulberg for the main event, but we're going to talk about the prelims here. So the first fight, we got Charles Radke against Francisco Prado. After watching these face-offs, Andy O, who you got? And I'm excited, man.
Yeah, so I know there's more upside with Prado, just because of his age. I know he's on a losing streak, and I'm afraid of this fight. But at the same time, again, he doesn't move his head that much, and he's available to be hit. And I just see Radke being able to maybe catch him with that left hook, and I think he has an advantage in the grappling. So if need be, like hopefully he's not an idiot and uses it, and I think that'll get him the win. So give me Radke by knockout or decision.
Yeah, man. Me too, man. I love how Radke, man. This guy's so funny. He comes out, gives the middle finger to everybody in the crowd. You know how he does, man. He stands up there giving the middle finger to everybody. He's a fucking badass, man. So yeah, Charles Radke, phenomenal shape. This guy coming out there ripped and muscular and built. But Prado too, man. This guy's a big guy. You can see here, like in the picture, he's fucking big. He's also very big and muscular and built. These guys are both big guys. They're both in great shape, both these guys. So it's going to be a brawl. I can see this fight being a really fucking banger of a fight to start off the card. But yeah, I'm going to go with Charles Radke also. And I'm saying that he wins this one by. I want to go knockout or decision, I think is the best way to go with this one as well. So yeah, I'll go knockout or decision for Charles Radke. Prado's pretty decent at submissions as well. His jiu-jitsu's not bad. So yeah.
Yeah, but he hasn't been getting it done in the UFC at all. So
No, for sure. But I mean, like I think he could scramble enough to not get subbed. But yeah, give me Radke by knockout or decision. All right. So we're in agreement still with the first fight. Next fight, we got Kevin Gastelum against Vicente Luque. I'm so happy that finally Kevin Gastelum made weight. He actually made weight finally and looks pretty good. Normally he comes out there with the dad bod.
oh,
And,
both of these guys have roly-poly bods.
well, no, Gastelum surprisingly actually looks better than he normally comes out. Normally you see Kevin Gastelum completely out of shape. This time he actually looks like a regular guy. He doesn't look like he's rolling off the couch or had a few beers or fucking, how he comes out normally with his big fat stomach. Now he actually looks kind of lean. He actually looks in better shape than we'd seen him normally. At least I think so. And Vicente Luque also looks very, decent, lean. None of these guys are muscular or built or anything, but, they got decent sized bodies. Vicente Luque, of course, a little taller. But yeah, give me Gastelum to fuck this guy up. I like Gastelum here by knockout or decision.
I think it's going to be hard to, even if Luque wanted to take this fight down, I think it would be hard to do that with Gastelum. And I think, due to the durability issues I have with Luque since his brain injury against Neil, one
Yeah.
of those Neils, Gastelum, I think, has a good chance of putting him away here. So I'm going to call knockout or decision for Gastelum. And Gastelum's head is still as hard as a rock, and he has very good durability.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, Vicente Luque was never the same since Jeff Neal there. You're right. So yeah, we agree with Kevin Gastelum. You got him winning how?
Knockout or decision.
Yeah, same here, man. All right, let's move on up to the next fight. This is going to be also another banger of a fight here. Chris Padilla against, what's his name? Marcus
Uh,
Medeiros? Markel Medeiros.
yeah.
Who you got?
Miguel Medeiros. Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
This is the only fight where we had a weight miss, and that would be Chris Padilla. So
Yeah.
this fight is actually going to be at catch weight, and he probably still has to pay 20% of his purse. But that's okay. It's going to be more motivation for him to, at least not lose a fight where you're breaking the rules like that, you know? It's going to be Taco's first time as an underdog. I think he's just a crafty vet in there, and he's going to end up pulling it off somehow, whether it be go to the grappling when he
You mean
should.
his first time as a favorite?
Yeah, yeah, the first time as a favorite, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I just think he's more of a dog than Medeiros, and I think his grapple he has a grappling advantage there. So I'm gonna go with Padilla to finally get a win as a favorite. And if he doesn't, like, what is he? Only bet on him when only pick him when he's a dog, I guess. But we're still gonna be rolling with Padilla here.
Yes,
But
me too. Me too.
by decision or knockout. No,
Okay.
or sub.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Decision or sub.
I'm on the same path as you there. Sub or decision for Chris Padilla. Yeah, Chris Padilla coming out here looking a phenomenal shape. He's ripped. He's also very built as well and muscular. And I'm happy that Chris Padilla is not that much shorter than Markel Medeiros. They're pretty much almost the same height.
But he has a way
Uh,
longer reach, remember?
yeah, and that's a good thing that Padilla's got the reach advantage there, which is a significant one. It's a 5 inch reach advantage over Medeiros. It's actually a 5.5 inch reach advantage over him. Uh,
Significant.
so yeah, I like that. And
But really, I think he's a better striker, Medeiros. So,
yeah, Medeiros is in great shape too, man. And yeah, he's a good striker, Medeiros. But Padilla is not no slouch either at striking.
no, no.
And definitely love the ground game of Padilla, and that's where Medeiros struggles. So yeah, give me Chris Padilla to win this one by submission or decision as well in this one here, man. And yeah, like I said, man, loving the fact that he is pissed off. You saw it in the face-offs there. No shaking hands, nothing. He's pissed, Padilla. So I hope he comes out there and fucking, puts on a good show. All right, so we're in agreement with Chris Padilla. Let's move on up to the ladies now. So we got Tatiana Suarez against Lupita Godinez here. And yeah, for this one here, man, yeah, you see, it's a shame that she's wearing the American flag. You can't really see her body, but Tatiana Suarez is in great shape, and she is a little bit, I find, bigger than Lupita Godinez, a little bit bigger in size. Now, Lupita Godinez is also muscular and built and stuff, but Suarez is bigger, I find. Now, she's also in great shape as well, Suarez. And I like that she's taller than Lupita Godinez. So that's great too. Lupita Godinez will struggle to get Tatiana Suarez down, I find. On the feet, I can see Tatiana Suarez, hanging in there on the feet, but getting her down right away and doing what she does best, which is to wrestle and use her jiu-jitsu skills. Give me Tatiana Suarez to get the win by submission or decision.
You see, that's the thing with these shorter or stockier fighters, though. Sometimes they can be a challenge to get down. And it's not a matter of Loopy getting it down. It's for her. It's just a matter of sprawling and keeping it up. And that's why I was going to pick her initially, because I thought if she could do that consistently throughout the fight, she would basically be able to pressure and 1-2 Titania Suarez's face off, because she has half poor striking. And her only path is just to work those takedowns if she can't get it down right away, or at times hold her up against the fence, knee her up, and try again. And I think she can do that. So I am switching my pick here to Titania Suarez.
Nice.
I don't have
Yo, finally switching his pick. It's been a while you haven't done that.
Yeah, upon looking into it more, it's just I can't count on whether Loopy made those improvements to be able to handle this wrestling heavy approach from Titania Suarez. Although I still think, man, if she gets those stoppages going in terms of takedowns, she's still liable to punch Suarez's face off. Like if she maintains the pressure, because that's why it's such a hard pick for me. But I think Titania Suarez can get this one done. Hopefully, none of that patchy mix blues rubbed off on her.
Yeah, man.
Are they married even now?
Yeah, I think they're seeing each other or dating, whatever it is.
I
But
heard they were married even, but
maybe even who knows? But yeah, man. What you said? Lupita Godinez. Let's hope she doesn't poop her pants. We'll call her Poopy Godinez.
yeah, poopy. It's not only the poopiness, it's also well, she used to at least not show the greatest of ring IQ in there.
Yeah, yeah.
But
No,
they'll be
Tatiana
good.
Suarez is good, man. I think she's going to be powerful and just be able to just ragdoll her, just get her
Yeah,
down on the ground and fucking do her thing, man.
until Lupi shows she can stop and attack like that throughout the whole fight, I can't trust her in that in this particular one. So yeah, Suarez it is.
Nice, nice.
By decision, most likely decision I see here, or knockout.
All right, so Andy O switching the pick makes us agreeing on four fights now in the prelims. Let's get to the next fight here. This next fight here, Mateus Gamrot and Esteban Ribovic, Andy O.
Yeah, Ribovic. I had a hard time with my R's the last show. I still think Gamrot is unshakable in the way he approaches fights, and a guy like Ribovic can't really use that to his full advantage in noticing his patterns because he's pretty gung ho in there. You know, he throws a shitload of strikes, and he's not really a planner like that. I don't think Ribovic here. So I do think that wrestling is going to make the difference. Ribovic is going to have to get up a lot of times. It's going to make his striking less effective, and this is another one of those things as when the Suarez fight. If Gamrot can't get it down, really, Rabovic can get to work, really put on the volume. He has a variety of strikes in terms of he goes everywhere, right? He has great kicks. Maybe some shots to the body will weaken Gamrot too much to be able to be successful in his takedowns. So we'll see. But I am, as in the Suarez fight, I'm going to go with the grappler getting the job done here. Give me Gamrot by decision or sub. I say if he doesn't go to a decision, he's going to clamp on a sub at some point as Ribovic is getting more desperate with getting up and just leaving himself more open.
Yeah, honestly, man, I'm not really confident in either of these guys. Gamrot, I'm definitely gonna pick him to win. I'm not very confident in it though,
I'm
man.
fairly confident.
He's in great shape, Gamrot. I love the way this guy comes in. Always super built, super ripped, phenomenal shape, Gamrot. Better shape than Ribovic as far as being bigger and more muscular and built. Ribovic's still in good shape as well himself. They're pretty much these guys almost the same height. You can see here they're face to face here, practically touching noses here. They're pretty much the same height. Again, I don't really feel confident in either of these guys. I'm staying far away from this fight in the betting, but give me Mateus Gamrot to win this one by submission or decision. All right, we're going to move on up to the next fight. So me and Andy O still agreeing on a lot of fights here in the prelims. I love it. All right, now we got to the fight that is going to be an interesting one. Kevin Holland against Randy Brown. Love the fact that Randy Brown looks bigger and taller a little bit. And he looks good, man. The Randy Brown is in really good shape, putting on a little bit of more muscle I see here for Randy Brown. Used to be like pretty skinny. I think Kevin Holland getting a little skinnier than he normally is. Kevin Holland starting to not as, I think he doesn't really care as much, maybe not training as much, maybe not, he looks good. Not saying he's in bad shape, but Kevin Holland, he's muscular, he's built, he's pretty ripped as well, but skinnier, on the skinnier side, not as muscular. You can see the size, just look at his arm compared to the arm of Randy Brown. You can see that Randy Brown's thicker, bigger, more muscular, more built, and I like that. I like Randy Brown in this one. I think Kevin Holland doesn't give a shit. He's here for a paycheck. He was laughing it up and stuff at the face-offs here, and he even said in the press conference before the face-off, he said he's going to fuck him up. That's what he said. I'm going to fuck him up. That's going to piss off Randy Brown, and I think Randy Brown's going to come in here and show him that you're not going to come in there and fuck him up, man. So give me Randy Brown. And I say Randy Brown is going to fuck him up.
Well, Randy Brown said he's not his Randy Brown said he's not his friend, so
yeah, exactly.
Maybe Holland didn't like that.
I like Randy Brown by knockout or submission, man. I think he's going to come in here and fuck him up. And
yeah,
fuck him up.
I'm liking Randy Brown also. Not the most consistent guy himself, but I don't think it's at all a matter of not wanting to be successful, Like, I don't think Randy Brown would mind to be noticed in Walmart or recognized, right, if he won a belt. So I'm going to go with that. I like it. I think he's a better better striker overall in his techniques. Holland maybe has more a little more craziness to his strike sometimes. Some I like those looping, whipping shots he can get through on guards. I've always liked that about Holland. He has some good kicks too, but I think even if Randy Brown takes him down here, he can hold Holland down. Hopefully he can hold him down, and it'll be interesting to see because I think Randy Brown has improved his ground game. Don't be surprised if he goes for a takedown or two, Randy Brown. But I think for the most part, this should be a stand-up battle, unless Brown can hold him there if he wants to and beat him up down there. So yeah, give me Randy Brown by uh, decision or knockout.
Yeah, I got the finish for Randy Brown, and I think this is one of those fights where Kevin Holland he's too confident here. He thinks he's overlooking Randy Brown here a little bit too much, man. So yeah, I think he's overconfident. He's gonna get fucked up. All right, so let's move on up to the next fight. We got Pitbull, of course, against Aaron Pico, and this one here, I'm loving this one here, man. Wait, whose turn is it? Hold on, let's just see whose turn is it here, real quick here. Yeah, it's me. So yeah, I got Aaron Pico, much better shape than Pitbull, super ripped, super built, bigger than Pitbull, taller than Pitbull. Pitbull's also in good shape as well, but not on the roids as much. Pitbull here, you can tell that Pitbull is not looking as crazy jacked as he used to, eh? Like
People
Pitbull,
look the same for the past 5 years.
but he used to look really jacked. I think he's off the juice or something. But Pico, on the other hand, looks like he's on the juice. He looks super jacked.
No, it's because
Muscle.
Pico looks really good. That's why. He
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
he's juiced up and all of that stuff you like, you know?
So yeah, give me Aaron Pico here, the bigger guy, younger guy, and stronger guy in my opinion to fuck up Pitbull. I got Aaron Pico winning this one here by knockout or decision.
I have to throw this in there before I get on to all the other flaws Pico has, but pure example of muscles don't win tussles, man, for sure. And I can't believe the odds on this fight. They've shrunk a little bit, but Pitbull is still a big dog, big enough dog, moderate, I guess they would say. And I have to go with, definitely have to go with Pitbull here because I think Pico's going to get too impatient at one point. I think Pitbull's going to know how and when he's going to have to win this fight, either by frustrating Pico and winning the points battle, chopping at the leg, or if Pico ends up getting frustrated at some point, just waiting for that opportunity for a good counter. Because Pico, I don't think there's something wrong with him in terms of fighting. Don't fall for it. Don't pick Pico here. And I'm not jumping on this bandwagon now as a super big favorite, especially since, believe it or not, this guy was a favorite against Lerone Murphy. Get out of town. I'm picking Pitbull to win by knockout because on top of that, Pico has no chin. Or, or sub. I'm going to take a sub. He may pounce on him because I don't think Pico can stay patient for a full 5 rounds before something happens. Yeah, so give me Pitbull by finish.
All right, so the only disagreement in the prelims between me and Andy O after he switched his pick with Tatiana Suarez. So now we're agreeing on almost all the fights in the prelims except for this one. I think Aaron Pico is being overlooked because of the loss to Lerone Murphy. If you guys go watch that fight on YouTube with Pico and Lerone Murphy, he was fucking him up before he got hit with that spinning elbow that knocked him out. He was fucking up Lerone Murphy, getting him to the ground, smashing him up. He was almost beating him up until that lucky spinning elbow by Lerone Murphy there. So
It was a very good game plan to use against a guy like Pico. I'm sure he planned on doing that at some point in the fight,
yeah, but I mean he got caught.
Considering the way this guy fights, man, it's like, hey, man, if I do this at some point, his face is going to be right there, and
Yeah. Well, as long as Pico doesn't get knocked out by Pitbull here, I think he can win. But there you have it, folks. Our final prediction, thoughts, and face-offs for the prelims. Stay tuned for the main card coming.
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, guys. Peace.